taking an entrepreneurship class, and one of the big things is I've realized with a lot of my classmates, the assignments are you have the freedom to do what you want. In terms of your assignment is write a 2 to 3 page paper on anything related to class. It's not a directional. You have to write about this. And what I found, my classmates, they don't know what the fuck to write about. They struggle. They can't figure out what to write about. What I found is there are some people that genuinely prefer being told what to do, and that's not a bad thing. That's their way lifestyle. Problem is, people think that's the only lifestyle. We're here to kind of tell them that's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Because we have to realize we all are certain different individuals. We all have different things we want to achieve. Some people want to be great, and some people don't. I, I think everyone wants to
Yeah.
be great in a sense, but some people are willing to
But that's right.
challenge
Some
that.
people do want to be average though,
Yeah.
because to pass that level of being average, you have to risk a lot of things. You have to undergo a lot of pressure, a lot of overthinking of okay, what if I fail, and all that kind of stuff. What if I disappoint him, her, my family, whatever. So yes, some people want to be that average person that always keeps everybody satisfied, but not themselves, because they know that they have more potential, but they're too scared to go after it.
Yeah, you know what I think is crazy? It's with what Fricker's saying, question everything. Like, I'm thinking about it. Where does the script even come from? So, for example, being like
Rockefeller.
if you take,
Yes.
just give me a second. If you take a
No.
small business owner or a real estate agent or like a salesman or someone who day trades, whatever, any profession where a paycheck isn't guaranteed, that is by definition a gamble, right? That gamble is because you don't know, nothing is promised in the life.
Exactly.
So, but through that gamble, the script comes from people that have failed at whatever that gamble
Yeah.
could have been. So
Right.
the same people that tried to live up to this ideology, this life that you want to live, and couldn't succeed in it, they're the ones that are going to tell you, no, you can't do that because it's too risky. And I tried it; it doesn't even work. But why does that make sense? Because you see so many people that have made it work by choice.
Yeah.
Like through people that have actually given it their fucking all. What Andrew Tate says is, he said this once, and you guys know I'm not the biggest fan, but he did say that I will always live for it, is that the universe rewards people that put their best in, something like that, and not people that actually like that say they put their best in, and don't have any excuses. People that
People who
put
really
in
try.
100% and can like genuinely say they put in 100%. That's who the universe rewards. So taking that gamble is literally a fucking choice, and if you want it to work or not is also a choice. That's like the script comes from people that have failed at this thing.
And that's the thing. It's like failure. People are just afraid to fail. But why are people afraid to fail? Because in school we've been getting grades all our lives.
Right.
A, B, C, D, F. And whenever you get an F, whenever you get a D, it's a problem. It's like, oh, like your parents like scold you. Why aren't you doing good? Blah, 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 blah. And that pain from feeling that, you don't ever want to feel the pain of failure ever again. It's conditioning yourself to never want to fail at anything. So that's why people don't take the risk. But those risks aren't really like, you're supposed to fail, but it's not even failure. It's learning.
Right.
It's this whole thing about failure isn't real. Failure is just a stepping stone for you to grow and get better. And people don't really
It's
understand
not like
that.
a downfall that people make it look like it is.
It's definitely not. And of course, like if there's a decision and it's like life threatening, you'll know that for sure and you won't want to fuck it up. But if you fail a test, okay, that's not that deep. You know what I mean?
What makes a failure failure is how you perceive it. It's only as bad as you make it seem to be. Because if you get an F on a test, does that really change your life? Are you gonna die tomorrow? Fuck no. It's really how
Just
you
gives you
perceive
an
it. If you had that
opportunity.
mentality of, look, this is not gonna change my life in terms of I still get to breathe on this planet, it's not gonna bother you. But then if you have that perspective that this is my everything, I might fail this class now. It's a whole different story. So again, it's just like stress. Stress is inevitable, but you can control so much of it. That's why I love the study of perspective. If you just put your perspective in different situations, it's a whole different ball game you live by.
It's like people don't live up to like their dreams. Like what's the point of dreaming? What's the point of wanting things if you're never going to do shit about it? Like what's the point of dreaming and like, okay, I want this, but being like, nah, like I want that, but not really, just because they're scared to fail. They're scared to, you know what I mean, tell their parents, hey, I want this. I don't want to do what you tell me. I want to do this. So it comes down to really being scared of just failing and opinions of other people. Like your parents are always gonna, you know what I mean, because they followed the script. Most of our parents
Right.
followed the script. You know what I mean, get a job, etc. And so they don't really understand that there's life outside of that. There's life outside of the script that you can actually do, especially in the digital age nowadays. And it sucks to see people like they like literally look miserable. Like when I went to community college, like no one was fucking happy. Like people were just sitting there. People were just there to show up. No
At
one
least
gave.
most of them, yeah.
No one. Yeah, a
Well,
lot
no
of.
one is a big word.
Yeah, exactly. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, most of them that I saw, they didn't look happy.
Yeah.
Like this, I was in community college, and this one kid next to me, like we're doing like this like little project, and he's like on his phone. I'm like, okay, Will, what are we doing? He's like, I don't fucking know. I'm like, dude, come on.
That's
It's like
so
you're just
fucking
here to
true,
show
yeah.
up. You're not here to actually like. To be fair, I wasn't there to fucking be there. I was there just
Wait, why
because.
didn't you know what you were doing?
Exactly, I was on the same boat with him because
Yeah.
I didn't care enough to. I didn't actually want to do this shit. I didn't want to sit down there and fucking listen to this teacher yap about some stuff I don't care about.
Mhm.
And everyone has like a passion, everyone has a gift, and it's like people don't go out and try to find that. People don't try to go out and find their gift and
Yeah.
live up to their dreams because you only have one life, so you might as well risk it all and live up to your dreams,
Right.
or you die trying. You know what I mean?
See, that's my question. Like, why not try? Why not try? Those same people that you were just talking about in community college are the same ones that desire the most, realistically. So why wouldn't you at least give it a go? Especially at like a young age with us. Like, how can you willingly sit back and know that I'm not gonna throw my life away, but I'm not gonna do what I
Really
dream
want-
to
yeah.
do. Yeah. Like, how can you like let that thought process not even slip?
I'd argue everyone tries.
I don't argue that. at all.
Everyone tries to achieve their dream. No?
I don't.
No.
But then it's
I don't
about
think
how
so.
hard you try.
It's not their
What?
dreams, bro. They
Well,
live
that's
they
a
live up to
different
other
story.
people's
That's
dreams.
a different story. If they don't know their true dream, that's them. But I'm saying if they do know,
He
everyone
says
tries,
they try,
just
but they
fail.
don't try enough.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
try hard
With what
enough.
I just said with a
Yeah.
100% thing, like the people try, but did they really put everything in?
No, not at all. Of course, that's
So
why they're
then,
not
like,
there.
Go all in, dude. Go all fucking in.
I think, and that kind of stuff goes through back of somebody's mind too. What if I did this? What if I risked it all? But then, when they risk something and then they fail, and then
Mhm.
they see something's not going their way, they're thinking, okay, maybe risking isn't a good approach, because they don't see the other perspective of, if I keep on failing, I'm gonna be learning,
Yeah.
and eventually you're gonna get to your goal. That's the thing. They
that's-
don't want to put in the reps.
That's fucking
'Cause
facts
they don't
too.
see the results.
They see like a little fucking pullback, like a small tiny retracement, almost like it's a bow and arrow. So where you're bringing it backwards.
Right.
But once you release and
Yeah.
you learn from whatever that retracement or pullback can be, then you just fucking skyrocket. Like
Yeah,
with the same
exactly.
thing with you. Like if you fail to close a client or if you fail to detail a car the best way possible, your perspective is gonna automatically default into you thinking, how could I have done it better? And then that's the slingshot right there because you're gonna solve the problem within that.
Exactly.
I found that a lot of the fears don't come from the actual thing itself, the dream. It comes from judgment. At least I believe so full-heartedly, which is not that we're scared that we're going to fail. We know we're going to fail at some point. We're scared of how people, especially our closest peers, our friends, our family, are going to judge us for our failure.
That's another one.
So I think that's the biggest one. Because if you ask yourself, even yourself when you were younger, why did you do it? Why did you not do it? It's because why are we still in college? You'd argue it's because of our mom, right? Because of our judgment of, or not a relationship.
The
But
pressure.
it's the judgment. You could say it's judgment. And then when it comes to that, I like to perceive it, at least in my mindset, is we're all gonna die one day. So why not fucking like the people that are judging you are also gonna die one day, and everybody's gonna forget about their thoughts. They're not gonna stay for the rest of your life. So if you put it in that perspective, the reason you're going to fail at your dreams or fail at what you truly want to do and not live a life where you truly enjoy what you do every day rather than having to go into a fucking job where you're miserable for the next 8 hours, come home cranky, is simply because you're scared of what others are going to think of you if you don't make it. That's if you put it in that perspective, that's a very silly way of saying, I fucking failed at this life.
I feel like the people that mostly judge too are kind of jealous or envious in a way because they see you trying to go after your dreams and they're like, okay. But then back in their mind, they're like, I didn't do that.
Right.
And I missed out on that chance. So it's like, when I see my parents and they give like their opinions and you know what I mean, it's like I always take that with a grain of salt just because it's like they've always been taught this. I mean, they don't really see what's going on and stuff like that.
And you never know what you can learn from those types of conversations.
Like you'll always like have like at least like one person always like shouting negativity at you in the background, like while you're growing, while you're trying to get better. And at that point, it's just like those are the types of people that like are kind of jealous or envious, like just because they want to do that too, but they don't want to feel that fear. They don't want to feel the pain of that.
Right. No, I think that's a very good point.
When did you guys like become a glitch?